Um, but but back to GoldenEye, right? I liked GoldenEye, but I preferred the sequel, Perfect Dark, because you can have bots. You could have two, three, or four people. Then you could put on what 6 bots, and you could have teams like you and your friends could fight against the bots, or you could do all-out death matches. To me, because of that, you got Quake online. Without Perfect Dark, you wouldn't have got half of these online first-person shooters. That simple.
What I have to say is what I'm really, really impressed at all the consoles I've played on was the N64 having the 4 shoulder ports. That
That
is,
that is revolutionary. I mean, what system afterwards had the 4 ports? Can you remember? The Dreamcast.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
never had a Dreamcast, of course.
Dreamcast is a great system. I was thinking about getting one for Callum's birthday because you can pick them up dead cheap, give him a copy of Sonic Adventure, you'd be over the moon.
Yeah.
Plus, Alfie can play it. You had the floor.
Was it the Mega Drive that had the 4-way port you could stick in, or
You
was it?
could. There was
Yeah.
two ways, right? You had the 4-way port, plus there were some cartridges that actually had 2 ports built into them, like micro machines.
I do remember.
That was cool though.
And now I've ordered. I meant to put your list up, but I've ordered micro machines for the Mega Drive. You see,
Oh, I love that game.
Lemmings.
Lemmings is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I like Micro Machines is, right, once you finish the game, you do the time trial modes. I remember me and Andy used to just go nuts because I would spend all day going over the same track, getting a new time, and he would go loopy because I shaved a split of a second off his time, and then he would spend like days, and we got to the point where, at best, you could shave like a millisecond off a lap time. That was about
Yeah.
all you could do on a course. If you approach the angles correctly, that's about all you could do. There's once you reach that point of perfection, you couldn't shave anything more than maybe a split of a second.
Yeah.
Another game that I loved was Shenmue. That's a really cool game. Did you ever play it? Well, you didn't have a Dreamcast, so
No.
no.
What was the one I asked you? Was it a Game Gear?
Uh, you had to say Saturn, but then again, your one was on its last
Sega Rally.
legs.
I had Sega Rally, didn't I?
Oh, Sega Rally's awesome.
Yeah, but I must have had it on its last legs because it literally worked when you
Yeah,
turn it on. It got it back to the flat and that, and it just died on me, didn't it?
yeah, and I was thinking, yes, got rid of it. Now, honestly, when I saw it to you, it was still working.
Yeah.
Honest. No, but I tell you,
Sorry, I had an N64, but I can't remember what I did with it. I definitely had one,
I,
but I can't
th-
remember what I did with it.
I think I might have sold mine to yours because I bought one. I actually think I bought one again 5 years ago, and I think my one. I think what we did right is we did a trade. I think right. I gave you my N64 with all my games, and you bought me a Dreamcast in return. I think so because
I know I lent you the money for this.
you. I remember right. You lent me the money for a Dreamcast. I bought a Dreamcast, and then we traded. You basically said if you let me have my N64, you'll say forget the debt. And we
Yeah.
did trade, which was a fair trade because I wasn't paying the N64, and you got a cool console out of it. I mean, you
Yeah.
got the N64 and 10 games, and I got my Dreamcast with about 10 games, and I even got Shenmue as well with it. I was over the moon. It was a good trade. Have you
I
still
paid
got
for
it?
the N64. What? Well, the N64.
Yeah, have you still got it?
Uh,
Where'd it
but
go?
they're cheap enough to pick up.
Yeah.
Click Pluck. There's a shop in Norwich called Swallow Games,
Oh, they're cool. They are.
and you probably bought from them on Amazon actually.
Several times, yeah.
But I've actually got the direct link to that. I stuck it on your Facebook wall.
Mm.
But rather than but it's closer for me to walk there and go in there, if you know what I mean, rather than buy them online.
Yeah.
The only trouble is with the Mega Drive games, they keep them all out back because they've got so many. But they have got a load of N64 consoles. So I think I might get one because I've had one before.
You can buy them for about a tenner. They are so cheap, and the good thing about them is there's no moving parts, no fans, no disk drives. They are so reliable.
I'm not going to do a golden eye review.
Well, you could add your 2 cents. You could do it as a video response.
Yeah, but oh, how many people have done them?
Well, there was me with my
Oh,
one. Do you remember my intro? Where I walked in there all serious and I was like dun 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 bum ba dun dun dun.
unlike me, you don't have a real gun.
It is a real gun. It was the Wii remote. Well, what was funny was I actually used the Wii gun controller for it, and the one I used at the time actually didn't work. I used it so much I broke it. I'm using a newer one now. Yeah, it's another random note. Da da
I'm
da 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 da.
not going to do this, but I've got pedals in the steering wheel for PS2
Mm.
because this was another car boot bargain. I got the dance mat,
Yeah.
which I'm not going to use. I
Yeah.
got Slimline PS2, two controllers, steering wheel and pedals for 20 quid.
Mm.
So I thought that was a bit of a bargain. When you consider before the PS3 came out how expensive they were to buy,
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit of a bargain. And it worked better than my three PS2s. One of them was pretty much knackered. One of them is in need of a clean, but this Slimline is fantastic.
Mm.
Absolutely works. Look, I didn't know how I was going to do a review showing the screen and me hitting the pedals and steering wheels and stuff.
What you could do, I mean, there are two ways of going about this, right? You can, I mean, sometimes I do like a voiceover on top of a gameplay, and it's not the same because you're watching and talking over it. Where if you're playing it and talking it, then you can talk about it from the perspective of actually doing it. Or you need two cameras, and what you do is you sync up both cameras by obviously having like a clicker. Like each camera, you have a sign to sync them up, and then in editing, like with Pinnacle Studio 14, you can overlap both of the videos together, and then between them, you can cut between them. That way, you give the illusion, right? Gameplay, you and pedals, gameplay, you and steering wheel. But then again, you start getting complicated. You got editing, and 5 hours later, you've got half a video. It's a lot of work. It's one of them
That's what I
things.
didn't get.
Yeah.
My basketball game, I probably took an hour
Mm.
in total. But then I wasn't, well, I don't know. I literally filmed the intro bit where I walked in with a guitar and stuff,
Yeah.
and then went, oh no, I don't need that. Then I filmed the gameplay while the lounge was empty,
Yeah.
and then I told everyone to shut up while I used my video camera to record the audio, stuck it on. Oh, plus I recorded my music especially for that.
Did you actually do the commentary at the same time as recording? Did you do them separately?
I could have done. The thing was, what I wanted to do was write some notes. But
Right.
it was the camera was good. Otherwise, because I've got two broadbanded PCs set up, one is studio, one is
Yeah.
lab. Um, for quickness, rather than coming in here and uploading the video to one computer and both computers, and in the end, I just thought, stuff it, I'll use the camera because the audio is good enough. If I was doing
Yeah.
a shoot
It's a good
about,
camera.
it's a good. It is. It's
Yeah.
actually. And I know it sounds nasty, but that HD camera you've given me, it's not as good as the one I already had.
It's an alright camera. I mean, the thing is, I was using it to record high definition video, and it was recording 15 frames a second, which is like, it's crap. The new camera I've got, the picture quality is fantastic, but the audio is shit. That's why I'm using this Samson microphone. Will consent.
It's very nice. I mean, what's the range you've got on that mic? Can you sort of does it picks you up from the side of the room, doesn't it?
Yes, but the idea is, it's you're supposed to be talking in front of it. I think I can go to about maybe a meter. Anything
Yeah,
beyond that, it gets a bit funny. The idea is this microphone is supposed to tune out anything other than my voice.
that's good because
It's perfect.
if I had a guitar where you were,
Yeah.
probably pick that up, wouldn't it?
Mhm. You want to do some music?
What now?
Well, maybe
Because
not.
I've got my webcam.
Yeah.
My webcam's picking everything up in here because we got interrupted earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
But,
I mean, was it my end or was it your end? Because I know my microphone was working and it was being picked up. Or was it your end? I mean, I could hear you.
yeah, no problem. What I've got, it's all to do with my audio converter. Because it's USB, and for some reason Skype is
Funny.
what
Yeah.
it's looking for an analog signal.
Mm.
Whereas digital, I always use digital, but it was just the. To be honest, I don't go on Skype very often. I'm making an exception today.
Yeah. I use Skype because it's convenient. I mean, I started doing Skype conversation with Claire, but the problem is she kept ringing like during work, or I'd be doing a split shift in the middle of it. She's ringing. I'm like, Claire, I don't want to talk. I want to just play Strider for God's sake. You know, and it's like, ah.
On the subject of music, you have to tell me how this comes through.
Yeah, no props.
But
And
I have been learning. I've been learning a cover version. I've been basically playing.
awesome. What? Sweet Home Alabama. Dun dun dun. Dun dun
That's
dun
all I can
dun.
play.
Oh,
That's bad. No, well, with the Bretton Woods thing, we've been trying to do some cover versions, so I've been
yeah.
sort of. But so I haven't learned the words. I haven't learned solo. Nothing.
I'll give you a suggestion. Sweet Child of Mine. That'd be so cool. You can imagine what Ricky or you doing. Arr, sweet child of mine.
For requests, I can do. Or hang on. How's EastEnders go?
What? Dun 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 dun.
Kind of ruining it for me, but
Well,
okay.
I was going to let you continue. I was starting you off.
I was trying to remember Hit Me Baby one more time, but that's sort of gone as well. No, I can't remember it. Yeah.
Right, so far we've been on the conversation for about 1 hour and 4 minutes. Now, before I pause, because there was about loads of time where Mum and Mon were talking about, so we probably so far recorded about 10 minutes, and we've probably done another half an hour. So we probably recorded, I reckon, about 40 minutes so far. If we did a couple of intros, we probably got enough for a couple of episodes, but it's a bit random at the moment because it's a bit over the place. We've probably got enough content for one good episode, I reckon.
Yeah.
But the problem is, right, YouTube, I changed the policy now. You can actually do 15-minute videos. So
Oh, okay.
maybe we could do like a two-part podcast. I could do it as two-part videos, two 15-minute videos on YouTube.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, what I would like to do is actually put this as an MP3 download on a website and then use the link on the website.
Well, Reverb Nation. I've
Yeah.
forgotten Reverb Nation.
Can you do that on Reverb Nation?
Yes, on Reverb Nation. I can do this.
Yes. Maybe better if you record it and then you could do it. But then again, well, I could always create my own Reverb Nation account and I could do the podcast on there. Well, I hope this turned alright. I thank you all for watching. Um,
Listen,
yeah, thank you for watching. Stuart and Mick's podcast. Stuart, do you want to do some ending music?
do I?
Well, yeah,
You'd say that now. Bloody.
yeah. Well, I did say. Right, right. Ready? Welcome. Actually, no. It's more like
Oh,
thank
you
you.
singing?
I'll sing it. Right. I'll sing it. Right.
Right.
Right. Ready? Three,
Musical.
two.
Okay.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for watching the Stuart and Michael podcast. Podcast. Yay. Right, we'll see you in a month.
Bye.
Bye.